Good day, folks. Good evening. Welcome to the Black and Brown Movement, episode 17.
Radio Podcast.
You know what I'm saying? How we do it?
I was good for my school.
We got some nice guests here today. A few are family members of the movement. We're going to relate y'all with some new information.
I didn't know that.
All kind of stuff. So just get ready. Here we come. Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, episode 17.
Yo, my peoples, man. To all the subscribers out there, all the followers, all the listeners, we appreciate y'all, man. It's episode 17 right now. We right here with some special people, man. This is family right here, man. I got my boy DELL over here. I got my man Bruce Band coming straight coming from, New York, originated via ATL. Got my man Casey, originally from Thousand Oaks via ATL. Of course, you got our, usual hosts, Mad Verbals 1, Mad Scientist.
Yep.
Mad Verbals 1! You know what I'm saying? We got Redbeard the Feared One. Of course, we got Ivan C over here, DVS. And yeah, man, it's Black and Brown Movement. So we're going to start it off like we always do right about this time. Come and join me, Brother Marcus, on the anthem, man. Let's go on and spit that shit right quick, man. Go ahead and lead that shit.
We the movement
believe that civilization began in Africa. Through the migration, we arrived in Aslan. From east to west, we all people of the sun. 400 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and through 500 years of resistance. Only a few things retained through bravery and persistence. The gospel, the culture, and the music. Yeah, that's what's up, man. You know how we do, man. This is Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast. Got to give shouts out to all our listeners out there, you know what I'm saying? Definitely just want to let you know the topic today is past, present, and the future, you know what I'm saying? We're going to give you a little insight into how all the guests and the hosts today are interrelated, you know what I'm saying? What is that, how many degrees of separation or whatever? 6 degrees of separation, you know what I'm saying? We're about to give you that and, let you know what's going on. This Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, El Movimiento de Africanos y Chicanos. Hey, give them a little intro, Ivan C. on Español, brother.
Bueno, bienvenidos a mi familia, aquí mi raza. Mi nombre es Iván Castellón. Y estamos aquí en la época número 17, aquí en el afroamericano y latino movimiento. Otra vez mi nombre es Iván Castellón. Y aquí tengo el señor de Franco Rocks. Aquí tenemos el Mad Verbals. Y ahora tenemos a buena gente aquí ahora que está aquí con nosotros. Y ojalá que nos queramos mostrar esta época ahora. Vamos a hablar de nuestros eventos corrientes que nos pasan ahorita mismo. Que vamos a dejar al señor Bruce diciendo lo que anda pasando ahorita en este momento aquí. Todo el movimiento, lo que ha pasado, todos los eventos corrientes que le han pasado ahorita mismo.
Yeah, man, I'm about to give you the intro, man, and tell you what the purpose of this podcast is. The purpose of this podcast is to promote independent underground artists, whether they be graffiti, dancers, painters, poets, DJs, singers, dancers. Doesn't matter what your art is, we're here to promote all the positive relations between our black and brown people. We do not discriminate because we are IMC, International Multicultural, which means we're worldwide. No borders, no boundaries, no limits, and what?
No
gimmicks!
That means
no
whack
MCs. We are the voice of the people, and we hope that our message is received across the globe, near and far, east, west, north, and south. So, man, worldwide, baby, worldwide. So, we're going to start it off with some current events, and my man Bruce, he was talking about something earlier.
Yeah, kudos to Spike Lee. Big shouts to Spike Lee out there in Cannes, France this week, presenting his film, Black Klansman. And
yeah, I saw the little preview on that.
A true story about a African-American police officer who went underground or went and infiltrated the Klan and brought them down. And apparently, it is there are some parallels, at least in the story, to what's going on currently today as far as the white supremacy agenda and all the bullshit that Donald Trump's pushing. And so we shouting out Spike Lee for speaking truth to power and calling bullshit when he sees it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's
what
what's
he's
up.
been doing since he started his career.
Yeah, but finally he's back on his bullshit. So big shouts to Spike.
Big ups.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Let's take it back to do the right thing. You was telling me, on the car ride back to your spot while you visiting here in LA. You was telling me about how you worked on the first film with
yeah, Spike
your
certainly
first film.
He certainly is a mentor to me, and the thing I would say that is the most inspirational thing for me was that he had his own vision and his own voice, and he would use it to better everybody, to help everyone, especially those that didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of folks that are having their voice silenced.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he took the opportunity when he was overseas to speak up.
Yeah.
For all of those people.
One of my favorites to this day of Spike's though is still Mo Better Blues though.
Yeah.
Mo Better Blues is the shit to me. Love jazz, man. Love that whole storyline he came with.
The School Days is the classic.
School Days, right?
That really breaks it down to what we're really faced with right now in our society of our culture as black people. The hair and the conflict with interest within oneself. It's just bad. Nobody paid attention to School Days.
Give him a little taste of that black girl. The little hug.
Black girl, do you know your name? If you know your name, why you live in shame? Black girl. That's
what's up. Yeah, so anybody else, man, what we got going on current events? Like, we was talking about that, South Korea, North Korea shit last episode. But, things are changing, man. Things are changing.
No, how about this shit that's going on in Israel, right? They had these what you call these racist rabbis that were basically denouncing other religions and other people, and they were brought over there to give the blessing,
right? But yet
on a soil where there's turmoil, and yet you're going to propagate this opinion from only one side and one side only, and then give the blessing on the land.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. We call bullshit. Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast episode 17. We always gonna call bullshit, and what we always do, beer and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think I need to add for the smokers in there, blunts. So we'll call it triple B, beers, blunts, and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Shouts out to White Owl.
Yeah.
And to that the clinic out there in Reseda that sells the Extreme Green Crack.
Extreme Green Crack.
Shouts out to Med Mart.
Right.
Good clean weed. Check them out with their Cannabis Cup winners.
That's
that
what's up.
gelato cookies is fire.
That's what's up.
Oh, hold on, one last thing. And I hate to call people out, but I keep seeing this pundit, and everybody's got a perspective, son. I can respect another person's perspective, but I hate folks that can't see what's obvious, or just know what's obvious but refuse to admit the truth.
Yeah.
Because it's counter to the perspective they trying to sell. Fuck you, Paris Denard. Fuck you, Paris Denard.
All right.
Word.
Fuck you, Paris Denard.
Word up.
Hey, whatever my man Bruce is on, we support it. So
movement,
fuck you, whoever the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? There's one movement. Any other current affairs out there? Anybody want to chime in? Anybody got anything? Right here between the guest and host, they want to chime on current affairs before we move on to the main topic.
Well,
I'm not on politics today.
I guess we're done for today.
Hey.
So my next topic is this. Actually, since we got our special guest here, Bruce, let me go ahead and actually let the people worldwide know about yourself, what you do, and
why you do it.
All right. Well, I make music for the people. That's what I do.
Hip hop for the people.
But I also help creatives create their best work. How I do that is I listen to people, and I extol or exhort or encourage, as opposed to ridicule and judge.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Dell Funny, Delphonics. You know, my man over here. You know, we go way back in the day. We'll get into that in the main topic, past, present, and future. But I want to just introduce yourself, man, to, you know, give people your little thoughts on who you are, where you coming from, and whatnot on an individual level.
Man, my name is Dell. Most folks know me on any kind of transcribers. I'm a classic. I don't know much about politics. That's why I was quiet. Ratchet nigga. I had to do ratchet shit. I like.
Hey, what's good in the hood, right?
Yeah, I like shit. Burgundy there, eating hot Cheetos for breakfast. I like that kind of stuff, man. So when you got a topic about some shit like that, man, you gonna get all the words out of me.
Right. That's what's up. And my man Casey, man, originally from Thousand Oaks, right? And via ATL, you know, out here this week with my man Bruce. You know, go on and introduce yourself and give a little background.
Yeah, how's it going? My name's Casey Merrill. Like you said, I'm from California. I've been out at ATL for about 2.5 years now, where I met Bruce and where I've, you know, propelled my further film industry, music industry, you name it. I touch a lot. I am an artist. I had 12 years of design school behind me. I started out here in middle high school taking graphic design. Went to downtown LA, moved up to San Francisco.
Fit him, right?
And then
Right on.
decided film, you know, was where I was supposed to be at. So I moved out there, continued trying to wake up the art department and ATL life out there. Said there's a reason I moved to ATL is I wanted to change the world.
That's what's up.
Right.
As Bruce said, he does help people propel, you know, get to the best art they can. And I am proof of that. There's an image I hope to plan to get out to the world that will eventually change it. Is one
We gonna
nation,
do that.
one flag.
Yeah,
And that's what it is.
we're gonna help
do
that.
that.
But between the both of you, between Cherokee Rose and remind me with the P, brother.
Revolution.
Revolution.
Right.
Okay.
Do me,
Right.
you know, between the two of you, go on and you know, promote that right now, man. Because that's what this is about, man. That's what this podcast is about. Promoting independence, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Cherokee Rose is a film, a writer's film television development company. We are here to help multicultural artists who have stories to tell. And we feel that we have a process that will help you see your progress. And if you don't get your material produced, you will certainly develop and produce your best work to date. And part of that process is that we like to workshop your material so that you as the artist get to hear what it would actually sound like if real performers were performing it, and to judge its authenticity. Right, you know, and to know the power of your own creativity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cherokee Rose on the film
That's the
side.
Cherokee Rose.
Yeah, go ahead, Casey, and give us the Revolution.
Revolution is a bigger aspect in life. It's got a few things behind it. You know, it's got music, it's got art, it's got film, it has, I mean,
Commerce.
It's large.
Okay.
It's
Worldwide.
It is the way we connect the world's best producers of their gift, their craft, their material to the consumers and the connoisseurs of those materials.
Okay.
Let me give you a great example.
Go for it. Yeah.
I go. Sometimes we go to a festival, and you'll see vendors that have tables,
Yeah.
and they'll have some stuff on those tables that you won't catch anywhere else in the world, right? But you know that they had it at the right price, they had the right thing, and you should have bought. You know, you should have bought more because you weren't sure where you could get it from, right?
Yeah.
Well, that vendor
Popping PBRs right
needs
quick.
to be able to reach consumers and people that want to buy that product.
Okay.
But they can't afford to set up tables like that.
Yeah.
But we build a platform for them,
Okay.
and we connect them with their consumers,
Okay.
right? So it's sort of like
So this is like a service that you offer?
This is what Prevolution is in its outline state. It's a poor man's e-commerce. It's a poor man's Amazon.
Okay.
So we want to build a brand that you know that if you couldn't get it, if you could have got it in the hood or you could have got it at the swap meet, you know you can get it online at Prevolution.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whether it's a motorboat that's only made in Korea,
Right.
or a motorcycle that's only made in Europe.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay.
And that's what we want to be. We want to be the conduit to build a better existence for people on that sense. So it's in its biggest outset. I guess it's an online mall.
Okay. Well, do me a favor. Speaking of that, give the people, a way to connect with you, whether it be social media, online website, or what have you, where they can kind of, see that for themselves.
Well, what we are doing is market service at this point because we want to make sure that the quality of the products and the merchandise that will appear in the store or in the mall is exactly what the customer is paying for. What it gets included in the subscription, because it's a subscription, and unlike anything you've ever done, you've never, except for Costco, maybe paid for some sort of subscription to go and shop in the store.
Right.
We will provide, along with the subscription fee, and it's $3 for those shoppers.
Okay.
Free media content.
Okay.
That's music and film content, as well as educational content. And we have our sort of multicultural version of TED Talks for the community.
Okay.
Give an example of what we do. We have like 5 for $5, meaning how can you feed a family of 5 for $5? People do it all the time. There's a great recipe, right? But you want to know for sure if you only got $5 how you can feed a family of 5,
and you can provide that information.
And we're asking those questions, and we're receiving video submissions of people that have those recipes so that we can put out the best things for our people. And that's just free information that helps better yourself.
You guys just shoot those clips to us so we can put them on the podcast.
Yeah.
So Cherokee Rose Pictures.com, PrevolutionFilms.com. You can contact us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any independent
screenwriter,
any independent writers out there, if y'all got some scripts, submit them, man. Yeah. You never know what could happen.
So that's here to make sure look pretty.
Okay.
He's our artist. He's the artist.
That's the man who talks.
He's the artist. If you need artwork, you know what I'm saying, you want some dope graphic designs, reach out. You know what I'm saying? We got that. My man Casey is fucking dope. Believe that. He'll make your vision, what your vision is, he'll put it before you in graphics.
And so the vendors, or if you have a product you're selling, we're going to charge you about $125 a year. That's your cost.
Okay.
To set up your booth online.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
No.
So I mean, what's
and currently we have our market service database is about 260,000 people.
Oh, wow.
So our platform, as far as it's launching, is a reasonable. We have a reasonable customer base that we can survey to find out if they want your product.
Okay.
So, how did you build that concept? How was that idea completely?
Okay, make movies, make music.
Yeah, he went to
but in that process,
film school.
I want some sense of control. Spike makes great films and he makes them every year, but sometimes he has to come back every couple years to get money.
Yeah.
And I figured, well, if you could find a way to find the money first, then build a 10-year slate. You hit some, you'll miss some, but you'll work for a long time. And in that journey, you start asking questions, and some of the questions that are posed to you are, what's your build-out strategy? How far? Where does this end up?
Right.
And I didn't understand it for months until one day I understood. Even a movie has what they call ancillaries, right? You're gonna see it in the theater, and the theater owners are gonna make their money on the sugar and the popcorn, and then the t-shirt companies, whoever, going to make their money on the products that are getting featured in there. And then you also have the toy companies that are going to get their, you know what I mean? And there's a build-out strategy all the way to the end.
Right.
So when I thought about it, I said, well, some of the content that we're producing is not because we're trying to entertain you. We just think you need good food sometimes, mentally. And that doesn't cost anything. Good advice doesn't cost anything. Good food doesn't cost anything. And I don't want to charge you for that. But what I do want to charge you for is merchandise. Right? So all of these people that are giving us this good content, well, they also have merchandise they have to sell. You know, these Dr. Boyce Watkins people and people like that, they have books that they write. So not only are they giving you information, but you can take that information home with you. So I wanted to create a platform to say, okay, well, I like some of these good things that you have to say. I mean, maybe I don't need 10 minutes of it. Maybe you could say it in 30 seconds for my people. But at the same time, if you feed them in the right way, they'll buy your book. And I'll advertise your book on my platform, and I'll sell your book.
So kind of like pretty much like a distributing it, pretty much.
Not a distribution, because I don't want to own a warehouse where they bring.
No, I don't mean that type of term. No, it's not that type of term. I mean, I wish I could find another word for it, but it's kind of like word of mouth type of like.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Absolutely, because you go to the site because you got something that helped you. Now, smart people, they get the stuff that helps them all the time from YouTube. Right? You're trying to learn how to do something, you can go to YouTube and learn how to do pretty much
definitely
anything.
Nowadays, definitely.
But you might not learn how to live every day. You might not have to deal with the everyday struggles that most common folks deal with. And a lot of folks that are working on YouTube are thinking about that. But they might not be thinking about it on the long term, in terms of long-term strategy and leaving people self-sufficient, leaving people with a better plan.
Speaking on that point right there, which was the question I was going to ask, and this will be the last question and answer regarding this part before we move to the main topic of past, present, and future, and have the 6 degrees of separation and what have you. But the last question and answer here would be, now, as you mentioned, you know, the everyday folk, layman's terms, what have you, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
I'm just talking about economy.
No, I know, but hear what I'm saying. The fact of people want to know, okay, I hear what you're saying, and I like what you're saying. I like the concepts you're coming with, but who are you, and like, what are your credentials? And I ask that to say this. Go on and give the people, you know, a little bit of background on your film experience and some of the works that and people that you've worked with to this point, to show them that you're not just, you know, sitting at home at the lab, you know, just coming up with these concepts, but you've been working and you've got, you know what I'm saying, this experience, and you work with these people to know, you know, credential wise, for the skeptics out there, you know what I'm saying?
Skeptics can be.
Get some name dropping, man.
No.
I mean,
we like
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's very important that those people that take seriously the art that they take serious, or the craft, or the path of life that they want to take, they know when they're hearing people that are speaking truth in the frequency that they feel it. Right?
Yeah.
So if you're feeling what we're saying, you understand.
It should be there, and that's it, and that's all.
And I mean, and outside of that, people can be looked up, right? I can be checked out. They have an internet movie database. They call it imdb.com. My name is Bruce Roberts. So go ahead and look my name up, and you'll see what I've done over the last whatever years.
I mean, you know, I'm just you know, catering to my listeners, you know what I'm saying? And my subscribers out there who might want to know, you know what I'm saying, who might want to know. So
and then even then, the story, you know, what you find on the internet, that story is not completely fully told.
Yeah. So man.
I mean, you know, you can't even trust that totally. But you know when you're hearing the truth. So.
And we'll leave it at that.
That's Bruce Banner for you, baby.
Bruce Banner.
Black Gambit.
Let's go through the AKAs. Black Gambit.
Eclectic.
Mr. Eclectic, you know what I'm saying? The Black Bob Dylan, you know what I'm saying?
That's the best one I like.
You know, so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? This is Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, episode 17. My peoples, hip hop for the people, Indica Productions, Positive Minded Apparel. You know, we got Radiotron coming up on the 23rd. You know, we on the production team for that. MacArthur Park, Come check it out. You know,
July 23rd.
July 28th. What's good in the hood?
In the hood.
You know,
What's
check
good
all
in
those
your
out.
hood?
Subscribe if you haven't. Comment. Give us feedback. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear. So we're going to move on to the main topic here, which is our past, present, and future. And kind of subtopic of, you know, six degrees of separation. And, you know, maybe someone here's, you know, degrees might be less or their history might be a little bit shorter. But I know for sure the majority of us here have a history. And, you know, we come from where we come from. And I want to shout out to Cal State LA.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cal State LA. Shout out to El Sedano. You know what I'm saying? ELAC.
Dr. Newton.
You know, I want to shout out to
Southwest
Southwest, right? I want to shout out
Professor Ramos.
I want to shout out 2205
Claudio Ramos,
Lafleur Road.
Emerson College. Shouting out Emerson too.
I'm gonna tell you where we met.
You said 2205 Lafleur Road.
2205 Lafleur Road.
Kavanaugh
The
Road.
Pit. That
2175 Kavanaugh Road.
which is right around the corner.
Where
You know
we
what I'm
met
saying?
Mr.
Where we
Banner.
met Bruce Bent.
Across the street.
Listened to some music coming out of an apartment and it was like, what the fuck is that? And what rolled up to the window and it's like,
Kid
yo,
knocked on the door.
what's up? And you know, it just kind of started from there.
Here we are to this day.
But 2205 Lafleur Road, where we stayed, that house has
History.
rich history, and definitely was the foundation of the Black and Brown movement. One of the foundations, one of the building blocks. It had on the door.
Interior decorators.
No, the Department of Interior
Excuse me, right.
had declared our house a national monument based on the fact that the Beatles had stayed there
Their first
in
visit to
1965 when they played at Dodger Stadium. And for those who came in and out of that house who did not know, yeah, man, got to give you that history right there. And we thought that sign was bullshit until it was an older cat who came up one day and told us the story of that. It said, you guys know the house that you're living in? You know, the Beatles came and stayed here in this house and they performed at Dodger Stadium. We didn't know that
As
until
you
he told
said,
us.
It makes you extra dope.
Yeah, man.
What's that? Keep
So
It
there's your
Soul.
6 degrees
Yeah.
right
Keep
there.
It Soul.
Yeah. Keep
As
the
you
Soul.
said that, we
We
recorded
recorded Keep That
Soul's
Soul in
first
that
album.
house. Yeah.
Remember Bruce in our pad.
We had
We
the
sat
upright
outside on our couch, outside and
drinking,
outside,
smoking, chilling, listening to the music all day.
Listen to the 9-piece band.
Got to give it to our
Put
boy
together. Vince Wong.
Vince Wong, man. Vince Wong was engineering that
Vince
day.
Wong,
You know,
where you at, brother?
Asian cat with dreads, man. He was dope,
My
man.
brother.
And he can play that
You know,
guitar.
oh
Play the
yeah,
hell
play
out
the
that
shit out that
motherfucker.
guitar.
That
Yeah.
motherfucker, bro.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
man,
good
Keep the
moment.
Soul. You know, they had the upright bass in the bathroom, horn section in the living room. We had the drums and lead vocals in the main studio. But yeah, we did a lot of music out of that place, man. That vibe was dope. That's where we met our man Bruce, where DELL came through. You
I
know,
ain't no musician though.
nah, but
He
don't
be
trip
that
though,
shit.
cause
He got some balls.
don't forget
Who you-
Madden.
Yeah.
What was
on
it? 90?
Madden.
What was it? 90 what? Or
No, 2003.
2000? Yeah, my bad. 2003 was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2003.
Burbank Studios when we did that song. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but
Dale Cannon's on there busting some rhymes.
yeah, man.
Don't let him
My
fool
full
you.
government, man.
Everybody go on, man. Go on and spit your past
I
memories,
call him Dale Funny.
our connections, our
Be
6
funny
degrees
than
of
my
separation,
buddy.
or how we connected on that past level.
Dude.
And I mean that includes everybody from your beginning, interactions with those who now you know, from who you know, and so on and so forth. And then we'll go into the present and the future.
Shit, I'm gonna start off, but
Go
we've
for
been
it.
talking all damn night.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna gotta be asleep by now. Hey, man, I was just in college, man. I was just trying to change my life, shit. Plus, I was trying to, change my life.
You wasn't trying these room for failure.
Yeah, so
You did that.
it ended up working. That's how I met these dudes. But I got a lighter right here. Let me pause for a minute.
Kaya and Blake.
Light this blunt up.
Fire, if you didn't know.
That's why it's triple B.
Blunts, beer, and bullshit.
My bad. I just light the blunt up. So I was in college, but I was there smoking weed. that's how I met him. Smoking weed in college. Hanging out still.
That college life, boy.
Still hanging out a little bit. So I kind of had one foot in, one foot out. Met the dudes, so I was able to enjoy college and shit, enjoy their ass. I think I met Bruce on campus. That's how I met Bruce. He was in all the film school and shit. You know, Baby Spike Lee. You know.
Baby Spike.
Baby Spike.
That's your new one.
I knew it.
Baby.
And he introduced me to the fellas, and then just over through our life, I done met different folk that know each other, that know us, that know each other. So it's like,
man, small
It's a
world.
real small world. You know what I'm saying? You think LA big, but
It's not.
it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know everybody to some form or another. So
That's what's up.
pretty much my shit, my story.
That's what's up. Keep it around the circle.
Yeah, I mean,
Clockwise, hold on. Counterclockwise, clockwise.
No wonder why you got the voicemail. Hello, you reached Master Bruce.
I love that
I am what
That's what I love. I meant to tell you about
The
that.
Black Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
meant to
saying?
tell you about that.
The brother
I
Bruce
love that.
Wayne.
I tell you, when I try to make appointments at recording studios and it's just Bruce, they
You
don't
reached
pick up
Master
the phone,
Bruce.
but when I say Master Bruce is calling, the motherfuckers put me right through.
That's right. Show you right.
That shit is
Take it
funny.
next, brother.
That
Take it
shit is
next.
beautiful.
Connect the dots.
Far as how we all got together, man.
How we
Like
all
you
know
said.
who we know.
Everybody got a slight delay off the blunt part.
2205, Laffer Road,
Even the
fully-
brothers, the new
most
brothers
against,
that we
Charleston,
met.
LA, El Sereno, where we live, East LA, basically.
Maybe I like the
Yeah. Hey, that's when I met Black and Brown too. I'm gonna say that shit back when it was a lot of shit going on between Hispanics and blacks.
Yeah.
At one point out here in LA.
Yep.
And then
I remember that.
It was real crazy out here, and I had just moved to an area where it was no blacks, and I'm black. Fuck that shit.
Right.
It shit was so crazy over there. I couldn't even understand some of the store signs because I'm not Spanish, so I don't know what the store what they had inside.
Abierto means open.
Man, I didn't know what that shit meant. So if I can't read it, I'm not going in.
Right.
So that's how I met the dudes, and then I seen them on some movement, Black and Brown connection and shit, which was like, okay, what was needed in LA, and then everybody in the clique was from like different races and different backgrounds. So when I saw everybody who was together, rest in peace to the member suit, Ja, and everybody from and way back in the day that folks that had fell off.
All
back to
soldiers.
way back in the original.
Yep.
Like everybody's from everywhere doing everything, doing all kind of shit. And that was the part that I liked about it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my nigga Turtle, where you at?
Big Gabe in the house.
Gabriel, Ram Van Desert, Die Hard.
You are good with the government names on podcast, man.
Oh yeah, he doing
He
that.
didn't give no last names, but you know.
You'll never forget.
You gave my last name.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Shit.
I
It's
didn't
gonna be
know.
a transcript to follow. Right?
Hey, I'll just keep it going, man. Mine is not far off from Brother Marcus, just and Mad Verbal's one, Mad Scientist, because obviously we've been together since.
We're yin and yang.
You know, we yin and yang. We've been together
Black
since.
and brown, we bang.
He was 14, I was 12, and shit. I mean, we won't gonna say our age now, but whatever.
I'm 48.
and
Fuck that.
and
I
I'm
look
46,
good.
and I'm 46.
That's
so,
right. There it is.
You know, that's how long we've been.
Not denying your age.
You heard it.
You're
over.
not a female.
Good old
Hey.
PBR.
No offense to all females out
Hey,
there.
that's how long we've been fucking with each other, and
Yeah, we like 30 plus.
the Black and Brown movement,
Real brothers
kind of started on,
from different mothers.
originating, and you've heard this in the first episode. We gave the history on Black and Brown movement, but it started with Brother Carlos Barriga,
Juan Carlos.
who we was listening to the song from James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud. And as an essay, he loving the song, loving the culture.
Come on,
and everything
eh?
He
else.
loves some sisters.
Yeah,
no
no doubt.
disrespect, sister,
Hey.
my sister Maria.
Yeah, no doubt. But
His wife, that is.
his thing was, why can't we say we black and we brown?
And then
And
we was
so,
like, word.
That was the birth of the movement right there, 1989, you know what I'm saying? So, just a little quick history on Black and Brown movement and how we started in, 2205. We met Brother Bruce and Brother DELL and,
a bunch of other beautiful brothers.
yeah, and Bruce, man, he brought a gang of heads, through to the cipher, and some have come, some have gone, some have stuck. Like, let's give shots out to Brother Taz out there in Brazil.
Yeah.
Brother
Representing out there in Sao Paulo.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to see you out there.
Shouts
man.
out to the homie
Doodle
P.
bang.
Shouts out to the homie Pete. Shouts out to the homie
Enrique.
Darkside. You know, homie Kiki. You know what I'm saying? Next, Proxy,
Rizonagro.
whatever you call him. You know what I'm saying? Proxy. I don't know. Did you bring the brother Lance through, or was that through someone else?
Yeah, brother
Lance. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. You know.
Hey,
And
Omeka, shouts out to Omeka.
yeah, what's up,
Omeka,
Omeka? We
you know what I'm
rock
saying?
at Hollywood
Yeah.
Knit Factory.
So, you know,
Courtesy of brother Omeka.
that 6 degrees of separation is getting smaller and smaller every time. But
Speaking of Lance, what's up?
you know,
You
that's
gotta-
black and
you
brown
got some
movement right
connect to
there.
him?
So, Brother Ivan C., Mr. Devious, you know, go on and give you a history on how you connect in the past to the present.
Well, I mean, mine's is, I already explained to it, episode 1, I believe so, when we started this, like, a long time ago.
Last year, we're at 1 year
it's
approaching.
About to be a 1 year approaching when we have done this podcast. It all started with my pops, rest in peace, and my brother,
Rest in peace.
my brother Scarface,
And J-Rock.
and pretty much my whole people's from the 5'8" block.
Shouts out to the 5'8".
For the 5'8", it started with, it was all black and brown. The originators was my father, my brother.
Shouts out to Kenneth Lokes.
And then
Shouts out to Astro Teddy. Shouts out to
Stars Enterprise.
Big John. Shouts out to Stars Enterprise Studios. Shouts out to Big Ed, my fellow Packer fan and whatnot. Yeah, that's the 5'8"
Right,
brown. Said black and brown.
Shouts out to
How'd
the
you hook up
Steeler
though
Nation.
with the black and brown movement though?
Astro.
Well, I mean, it all started
That
with
Packers in there. Really?
It all
You know,
started.
we the dominant.
It all started. It all.
Respect to my Raiders, though.
So on and so
Because I
forth.
love that emblem. It's the fucking uniquest of all, besides the Buccaneers.
Man, try to tell a story.
Yeah,
man. Get on
let-
that.
Well, you know, that's how we do, man.
Let him do his shit, man. Give him his time, man. Shit.
You already
Don't
know.
worry, I'm already used to this. If you heard every podcast, I'm used to it.
Gotta speak up more, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, right, you want to
it
go
all
up
started
to
with my pops. Father, rest in peace once again. My brother, and then my brother Ed Dog. He's a Packers fan that Brock's already mentioned over there. If anyone didn't mention, but I know the first brother. I mean, black and brown that started the whole 5'8". Pretty much, it was a whole street that all families lived together, and we weren't all about gangbanging. It was about territory, taking care of our neighborhood, watching over each other. It doesn't matter if you were black. Doesn't matter no other race. It was about watching over our territory, watching over our turf. It's all family.
Yep.
Making sure my pops will go around to the neighbors and going up, hey, you need some peanut butter and jelly? Oh, you need bread? Oh, you need tortillas? Cool.
That's that old school.
My
Neighbors.
pops was one of the founders of that, teaching my older brother how to be giving to the whole community. Because my pops, he'd been through that up in, his childhood up in Mexico. And, he wasn't racist, none of that. He showed that, hey, once you live in a hood and you live in a neighborhood exactly in the same street, we're all together. Doesn't matter what race. Doesn't matter if you hate me or love me, but I'll look out for you regardless. And that's how the whole 5'8" progressed because of my father and because of Ed Dog and Renee. That's unity. It's pretty much, my father pretty much defined what unity means. What is the definition of unity?
Then of course we met.
Then obviously we met. we met in the WFS days.
Borrachos.
Yeah, the P-Tours.
P-Tours, baby.
P-Tours.
Shouts out to Juan, Teddy out there, the other Teddy.
Obviously they saw me like, I'm always a quiet one because I really don't say shit. But, I'm hood. But I don't need to put it out there to the whole world. I mean, I am who I am.
You just did, though.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm hood though. But hey, I haven't gone full details though. I haven't. I got my flaws, but I got my goods. So you feel
That's
me?
what's up. That's what's up.
So at the end of the day, I appreciate all of y'all that I've met. I've been with y'all today, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully, we all of our success that we have now will actually continue to the future, which it will, and bring that to inspiration to all the future kids, to give them admiration, that youth that needs that.
Right. That's what's up.
That's the main goal that we're trying to do here.
Yeah, that's
I
what's
mean, you gotta be able to talk about it. We all have been through our shit. At the end, yeah, we're succeeding where we're at.
What about
but
the motherfucking
also
kids?
about the youth.
Casey, my brother
give
Casey.
them that feature.
It's your turn, brother. 6 degrees of separation. I mean, it might be short, whatever, but you know.
It kind of is, you know. I know you guys through Bruce, but he introduced me to Black and Brown about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Well, maybe more, about 2.
Yeah.
During shooting another movie out there in Savannah.
Right.
Out there on the pier. It was really nice. And yeah, that's a big reason him and I are still together. A lot of that. I'm putting the mic in front of my face. A lot of what we're behind is to get the communities that have stepped down, have stepped away, have been pushed away, have been literally stuck in. Yeah, there's too many words to it, you know. It's time.
Yeah.
There's no more reason that we are all living in a different fucking world. We're in the same fucking world, people. Heads up. Heads up.
Yeah.
You got about 6 years left on the ice caps. Think about it.
Right. Yep. Hey. You know what it is? It's the key words, you know, universal. You know, it's in our opinion, I think I can speak for the host here. I think we've talked about it on previous podcasts. We don't believe in race, really. I don't believe there is race. I believe.
What is race?
I believe in the human race.
I don't think we ever discussed race.
I believe it's pigmentation.
I believe we
and
believe
cultural
culture,
differences.
Yeah, we believe in culture.
Culture, yeah.
Just
but
how
yeah,
you do
I
things
agree,
and
yeah.
how I do things,
Yeah.
and then we show each other,
Yeah.
I could improve on my shit.
Yeah.
If I do my shit a little more like yours,
Yeah.
or you could improve on your shit
If you
do
do a
your
little
shit
bit like
more
mine, yeah.
And that's all.
That's
we
what
all
it is,
learn and
brother.
Grow, man.
That's
and
what
we
it
all
is.
get better and we all get big.
Yeah.
You know
For
what?
each other.
I agree with you on that. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Like, well, you know what? We all question it, and there's majority of all of us.
Get this here
Culture-wise,
blunt right here.
What is race? What's defined race?
Well, I don't
Why
race
should it have a definition?
I don't think
I
it
think race
exists.
has nothing to do with culture. Those are two
No.
separate.
Thank
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Those are two separate.
I
things.
disagree with it 100%.
We'll give you 6 degrees of separation, Mr. Bruce. You the last one right
Master
here.
Bruce, you gotta
Well,
go
I
ahead and
mean,
do the last one.
Vince
Young. Vince Wong.
Vince Wong.
Yeah.
Vincent Wong.
Our dreaded
So he's
brethren.
the one that
Shout,
connected
shout,
us.
shout, shout.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was there.
brethren.
I went over Vincent. I met Vincent Wong because he had his Scooby-Doo van
Right.
parked outside my window, and I saw him unloading a bunch of music equipment. And
Like, yo, what is that?
I had a little Boss drum machine, and that was
Right.
all I had
Yeah.
to make some music and a little microphone. And I saw him unload guitars, bass, amps. I started taking that shit into a house across the way right there. So I started, I said, let me help you unload that shit.
Yeah.
And walked into the house and started helping him unload that equipment into the house. Next
Yeah.
thing you know, I'm in the studio.
Yep.
And he was like, $60 an hour, my man, $60.
Yeah.
So I got that right across the street. I'll be right back. Let me come make a track.
Yep.
And when I started, we started recording and you came in.
Yep. That's what it is, brother. That's
6
what it
degrees,
is.
Vince Wong.
Black and brown
That's
movement.
what it is. So that's the past, man. That's the past. That's the 6 degrees of separation.
And now here we are in the present.
And now we're here at the present, and man, 2018, and
Going
man,
forward.
we right here doing the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Episode 17. You know, my man Bruce flew in from ATL Monday night.
Oh yeah, hold up. For those, because you can't see what's going on the radio.
Right.
So you know, Vincent Wong is an Asian dread.
My brethren.
An Asian dread.
Rasta.
Okay?
To some, that might be an oxymoron, right?
Yeah.
I already know.
No.
Not if you know the history. man.
African American
No.
brother.
Not if you know the history. It's not oxymoron.
No, it's not. We
No.
just want to
China,
show you how
The
universal it
Asiatic
is.
black man was a
We
dread.
just want you to realize
Because what happened?
how universal it is.
We came here to party.
Right.
Black and brown is everybody. So we step to the stage to entertain, make y'all move your body. Yeah, man, we used to do shows in downtown Monrovia with the live band.
Man, those are the
We used
greatest.
to, you know,
fucking
throw
shows right there.
shows. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just about the music, but I mean, we would make
Hip-hop.
like stage, appearances. If you remember, Bruce, that show we did, Vince was on the stage. The band was all tuning up, getting ready. The crowd's thinking it's just gonna be the band.
By the bar.
But we had the 5 mics set up, and then Vince goes, "Hey, any MCs in the house?" We was at the bar, dance floor,
Everybody was
in the
all spread out,
bathroom,
man.
whatever.
Remember?
We all rushed
It
the
was like
stage,
northeast,
jump on the
west,
fucking
south.
mics, and started our
We was
set,
all
man.
spread out.
That's the kind of shit that
And
we
then we
did,
just
man.
merged to the stage.
I think we was beyond our years back then. I think nowadays
Ahead of our time.
we kind of bringing
Like
all that
2000,
shit.
2001.
Yeah, we bringing it to a head now, man. I mean, just last night alone, the few things we did last night,
Oh yeah, there'll be some new music coming.
it just shows a progression,
Yeah, be looking out.
individually and collectively, and the vibe is never left us. I appreciate you. I appreciate meeting you, Brother Casey.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you bringing Brother Dell through.
Ain't seen my brother
You know what I'm
Dell
saying?
in a
We ain't
minute.
seen
Been a
Brother
while,
Dell
man.
for a
It's
minute.
been a
You know
while.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got another 6th degree of separation with Brother Santiago McDaniels. Giving shouts out to
My little
him,
brother.
to the McDaniels family. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
To the
sir.
Joneses, to the Barrigas, to the Broxes,
To the
to the
Cannon.
Castellones,
The Roberts family.
the Roberts
Roberts.
family,
To the Merrills.
Merrill
Merrills.
family shouts.
Hey, the family trees, man. We start from the roots,
Black
You know.
and brown boots.
and that's what it is. So that's the present, right? That's the present.
Fortunately, I'm the last one.
Hey, but it's still here and it's still alive, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You need to go out there and pump some kids.
Hello,
out there.
knock on wood.
You need to keep that family name going alive and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah,
you
well,
know?
just handle
your business, man.
I'm the last bloodline left.
Yeah, you need to go on and
You
handle
better
that.
go.
Man, you got a stereotype to live up to.
Extend that
Man.
olive
know?
branch.
You think I'm
brother.
gonna go ahead and stereotype? Oh, just
Man, you got a
Man, you
stereotype
better
to
go
live up
bust
to.
No, you
Man.
got. He said you got a
Stand
stereotype
down.
to live
Some
up
of them,
to.
To live
Yeah.
up to. You got
Yeah.
a stereotype to live,
To live
up
up
to.
to.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You got to listen to the whole sentence. You got a stereotype to live up to.
to.
You said-
Yeah.
oh yeah. I'm not
You're a Latin
listening.
male with no kids.
Right.
You got a stereotype
You
to
better
live up
bust a
to.
nut.
The Latinos, they out there like jackrabbits.
That's
so
the stereotype.
Where the
Saying
fuck?
you
Where the
doing
fuck
it.
is you
I
at?
want
Shit. You better get them tax returns.
Man.
High five.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
so
I'll
Tiger
take that. I'll
turns
take
into
that.
the baby mama, not
Hey.
me.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
You know what's funny? Look.
Hey, you better get them
Hold
tax
on.
returns,
No,
man.
wait.
Legitimate.
Hold on, let me
For
tell you.
life.
Let me tell
For
you.
20 plus, 22,
you
21
talking
years,
to-
you getting real tax returns.
You talking to the OG player on wheels, player.
Right.
He's married now. That
Yep.
nigga said he was never doing that.
Right.
I looked up one day, I went to visit my nigga. He's talking about, this is my girl.
Man, I had my first
a few
kid
months
at
later.
30.
She was pregnant. I looked up a few months later, they was married.
Yep.
I looked up talking to this nigga a couple years later, and they got 2 kids.
That's what it is.
Don't be
Progress.
afraid, brother.
It's time, brother.
Progress.
Handle
Don't
your
be
business.
afraid.
And speaking of which, talking about kids,
Sometimes
you know,
it's good business.
we
It
already
is, man.
covered. We already covered the
Give me
past.
my-
We already
Hey.
covered the past. We covered the present.
You know, I'm close to hitting 40.
That's what makes
Hey.
you great. It's the kids.
So now it's time to head to the future.
Tax returns until your
You know,
60s. And
boy.
then if they go to college,
Right.
Right off.
Let's
and
start.
then you're gonna retire, get your retirement money right after you finish your tax returns up to 60. While most
Hey,
people at your
we
age
dropping
not getting
knowledge
no
right
more
quick.
tax returns.
We dropping
You
some
kind of want to
jewels.
expose to the world, right?
I'm trying to tell you, like,
Hey, we giving you the knowledge right
The
now.
American game.
You might want to get a recorder. You might want to get a fucking
Had them kids
notepad
early,
and write
kill
this
your
shit
money.
down because we're giving you some
I'm
knowledge.
trying to tell you, had kids early, you kill your money. 'Cause
Yeah.
you ain't making no money.
Exactly.
You're struggling.
Yep.
So you ain't get.
You gotta be able to
You
retire.
get $1,000 or $2,000 for your tax return.
Damn.
Yeah.
You wait until you get a kid. I'm talking to you grown men and you grown ass women. You wait till you get
Grown
at least
men.
minimum 30.
Not sagging
Hey,
pants.
had your first
You ain't a
kid.
grown man, you sagging your
Had
pants.
your first kid, and if you with somebody had 2 kids, so you can split the tax return. One with one child with one parent, the other with the other one. That's how you max out your return.
Head of household.
Oh, by the way,
And
you
then,
ain't
hey,
you ain't a
if
grown
you're 30, you're gonna get that
man.
shit. You're gonna get that shit for another 21 years because they dependents until 25. So now
Yep.
you 55.
Yep.
Now you retire at 60, 65, right after you just got all this tax return money.
Yep.
You can even use your tax return money to pay for their college degrees.
Exactly.
How much you get per year? That pays for their whole full tuition.
Grown up don't mean because your age. It mean your behavior and how you carry yourself.
Exactly.
And grown up don't mean you're a woman. if you walking around in flip flops and shit in pajamas, that ain't the woman.
And trying to keep your kids from their
And
father.
date some young
wait,
nigga,
though.
date some young nigga that don't want to do nothing.
Hold on, I know
and he's basically a kid.
I kind of like a grown
He's
woman.
basically a
I kind of like
baby.
a woman
No,
in
no, no,
pajamas
no.
and some flip flops, though.
Go ahead.
I like me a woman in some pajamas and flip flops, though.
Occasionally, not all the time.
I mean,
What's wrong with that?
Going out in public all the time.
No, you know
nah.
what? I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't know. That's your flavor. I'm telling you what my flavor is.
Oh, that's right, but he said he was ratchet. So.
All right, yeah. So hey,
You know,
we're
we
moving
respect
on.
that.
No, hold on.
We ain't got no nice.
Reverse.
No,
He got a reverse card.
See, I got reverse. Uno, homie, uno. Hold on. I heard what you
Be
said.
quick with it, motherfucker.
You know what? Don't rush me, right?
I ain't got time for your
No,
bullshit,
no.
man. See,
Spit it out.
see,
Let's
hey,
go.
hey, you guys have heard this shit before on the podcast. Come on, man.
Get to
Somebody
it.
give me some comments and the feedback and tell this motherfucker to come on with this shit. Come on.
I mean, get to it, brother.
Well, I heard what you said about the taxes and everything, but you already know what, we're in a Donald Trump now, taxes, unfortunately. You know what's about to happen, right?
Well, it depends on what tax bracket you in.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
But
I'm
still.
You ain't got no kids, you fuck.
Yeah, so let's
You
have
better
a
go have some babies, boy.
No, he's
Go
not.
have some babies.
I'm okay.
That's the point.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
You're okay.
I'm middle class.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
You need to
I'll
go
be
bust
okay.
some babies. Let them swim.
Those without kids, by the way he's doing it.
Why do you think you fucked right
First of all,
now
you
as
was
far
getting
as
fucked
taxes?
before Donald Trump. It ain't just him. You was getting fucked before Donald Trump
Yeah.
with your taxes.
All the
Without
presidents.
kids.
Actually, not really.
All the presidents.
I wasn't actually okay.
Compared,
Nah.
you don't understand what you get back with kids.
You don't.
Well, yeah, but see, the ones that want
This
more
is
than-
the message to all you fucking single motherfuckers out there. Go drop some fucking seeds. Get
Don't
some
be
kids.
afraid to be responsible.
There's multiple
Have a
reasons.
responsibility.
Multitasking.
Hey, drop it. Wait.
Yeah,
Drop that shit responsibly.
Yeah.
You run around and get the wrong other partner, and you won't get none of that money.
He ain't gonna say
Get
it.
it off.
Trojan man.
Married.
He's not gonna say
I'm
it.
saying I'm
You
married.
get the
so
wrong bitch. You got a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's all bad.
Hey,
It's all bad.
It's Triple B, beers, blunts, and bullshit.
Bullshit.
We'll be here all night if I let these motherfuckers keep going. So I need to reel us back in, reel us back in. Let's finish up our main topic of past, present, and future.
Get the right partner.
We
though.
already did.
We
already
did.
no, we covered the
Get the right
past.
partner.
Just
Cover
'cause
the
she bomb
present.
don't mean she is.
I'm gonna need everybody now. They gotta shorten their shit up because you guys took so fucking long. And let's do the future.
Okay.
And let's start it off with Ivan C. Because Brother Bruce had to go relieve himself. You know what I'm saying, with the beers
Yeah,
and
let the
bullshit.
voice come
PBRs.
upstairs.
Kick it in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Ivan C. Man. Future. What you see? What's your expectations? What the future? We talked about the past and the present. Talk about the future real quick.
Well, I mean, the future is
What's your ADD? Your ambitions, your
Dreams
your
of destiny.
I heard of it. You told me once before, and I
There's a
love it.
PMA t-shirt on the way.
Oh, absolutely.
It's copywritten already. Don't steal it. You'll pay for it.
Yes, it is. Copy infringement. So when it comes to the future, obviously, we want this movement to keep flowing further, to go ahead and expose to the whole community worldwide, which we have done so far, which we have succeeded.
www.
We have succeeded. We have succeeded worldwide. We already touched bases already in the Middle East. We touched bases in South America.
Shouts out to Egypt.
Shouts out to Mexico.
Shouts out to Venezuela
And
for
Mexico.
checking us out. Mexico.
Africa.
And Africa as well.
Egypt,
I mean,
Morocco, the Congo.
So we already touched. We already actually
Need another
exposed.
Another blunt, brother.
We already exposed to ourselves to worldwide, to those nations, and I'm looking forward to proceed more with it. The future that I'm looking forward to is hopefully, which I will announce, but I want to go ahead and actually have that confirmed hopefully by the end of this year. And I will announce it pretty soon. I don't want to spoil myself yet, but stay tuned of what my plans are for myself. But
wrestling.
yeah, so he kind of gave a little spoiler when it comes
Yeah,
to
we got an
wrestling.
event coming up.
hopefully, if not this year,
Featuring our boy, I can see.
It'll be 2019.
BBM.
So,
Featuring music from the Black and Brown movement.
obviously, we're all going to be a part of this movement.
Yep.
And so, you'll be looking forward to
Listen out, looking out. We're not going to give any more spoilers on that.
No,
Right?
stay tuned, and you will know because I'd rather just walk the walk than talk the talk. So you'll
Better not
actually
said,
see
but
it.
shown.
All right, we'll leave it at that. You know, future, near future, June 23rd.
Radiotron.
June 23rd, MacArthur Park.
Radiotron.
Black and Brown Movement. We are
Production team.
on the production team. Part of Universal Hip Hop Museum.
Shouts out.
Shouts
Silky
out.
D, Class
Silky
1.
D, Carmelo
Carmelo.
Alvarez. You know, Class
DJ
1.
The Glove.
All the
DJ
Universal
Clientele.
Hip Hop heads.
DJ Smurf.
Future, be looking for the Universal Hip Hop Museum facility in New York to follow in LA. And
West Coast.
give shouts out to my brother Matt Verbals, Mad Scientist, as a fashion liaison for Universal Hip Hop Museum.
Hip hop for the
You
people.
know, so we'll talk about that in the future. We'll talk about what's good in the hood. You know, July 28th with the location to be determined.
What's good in your hood?
Yeah,
Let
always.
us know.
You know, that's what it is. Black and Brown Movement. Look out for us this summer. Dropping the Shopify site with the Hip Hop for the People. Dropping a centralized website hub that'll
In the Cut
include,
Productions.
you know, In the Cut Productions, music. We got distribution. We got publishing. You know, get at us.
Videos.
You know, for those independent artists out there, if you ain't finding the good deals, we got you covered. You know what I'm saying? Mixing, mastering,
Promotions.
all that shit. Promotions, marketing. Got to give shouts out to Movement Material
Merchandise.
Inc., you know, our nonprofit. And look out for the consortium, which is Radiotron Consortium with 20 different organizations, including the ACLU.
Fighting for our youth.
You know,
Looking to get these youth centers open.
we out here. We about to get our first youth center open. If not the end of this year, by next year.
24 hours it
Be
will
looking
be.
for that 24-hour youth center. That's what's happening in the future. You know, this is Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, episode 17. I'm past the mic to maybe Dell. Did I miss anything? Because we know we together. So, did I miss anything on our future? Hip hop for the people, positive
Oh
minded
yeah,
apparel.
you did. You didn't
What I
mention that
missed?
good music is gonna be coming in.
Oh, we dropping big music this summer.
We got a hip hop for the people joint.
Hip hop for the people title.
Brothers on the Block.
You know, we're featuring our brother Taz, Brothers on the Block, Land of the Free, supposed to be. You know, check that music coming
a
out.
remake or representing.
You know, all that's coming out this summer on our centralized website, which we're not gonna put out just yet, but as soon as it's finalized, we
And
will.
other new music coming up with my brother Bruce Banner.
Oh yeah, we're working on that this week right now. So
We got some new slammers
hot,
coming for y'all.
hot, heat,
Some knowledge and
eclectic.
fat joints.
You know what I'm saying? Unique, different, dope shit, like so on and so forth.
You
So,
know, that's what we are.
Yeah.
We different.
Brother Dell, man, you got anything for the future, man? What you got going on? You know,
Shit. Well, first, thank you, man. Let me know when you talk about the future. I had zoned out. I thought you was closing. That's you got a lot of future going on. That's a big. That's a big future. You guys sit there.
Podcast.
Nah, my future. I just want to get. I'm just glad y'all gonna keep this Black and Brown thing going, man. I'm married, but I can't really participate in it. So I'm just glad y'all got.
Don't believe that. I'm married too. He married too.
Hey man, I'm on the internet.
He married too.
Four of us. You said my government name, family shout outs, nigga. Like that.
You're not supposed to. Hey, you're not supposed to get out or anything like
No,
that.
that shit being said.
No, man, you're not supposed to do that. Don't do that.
I was just telling you, folks.
I'm so right. Can you spell my last name?
No.
Enjoy this Black
I guess
and Brown
my mentality is I'm
man.
legal. I don't do no
I'm
Give
happy
it a shot.
for it. Enjoy the Black and Brown movement, man.
We appreciate y'all.
I grew up in the era where I
Love
can't even
my
talk to
family.
the little Hispanic girls on my little block. They brothers and cousins that beat your ass and shit. So I had a couple right before I got married. But overall, though, for those who can, I'm glad that everything is so equal now. So everybody can get anybody. So that's the thing I like about the Black and Brown movement. I like.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. Hey, we got a song called Anybody Can Get It.
We got a song coming out. Anybody can get it.
Hey, Bruce Band, Black Gambit, you know.
No. Hold on. Master Bruce. Give us your future.
All day, huh?
Give us your future, brother.
Master Bruce.
I want you to see me in the court.
Get your ass on the microphone, man.
Master Bruce. What you gotta say, Master Bruce?
Oh, yeah, okay. In the future. Yeah, in the future, some Revolution movies, random. Fish out of water, falling in stupid. Good money, cloud break. What else we got coming?
Black and Brown
hoodies. Rushmore hoodies. Be ready, guys.
Y'all not ready for that. Wait.
Y'all are ready. Y'all are ready.
They not ready for that. It's gonna blow your mind, man. It's dope shit.
Savage Business. And Savage Business. Look out for the web series. Savage Business.
Word. Savage Business.
Casey, what you got going over there?
As far as your future or my future?
Your future. What do you see, sir?
Hopefully my future involves your future.
Hey,
Oh yeah, you know why it involves my future? Because we doing that new hip hop for the people design. We get ready to blow their mind.
Only people in the future are going to be people who want to be there, so think about it.
I love that. I love that right there.
That's a great concept.
I love that.
All right, hold on. You know what? So,
hey,
I want to go ahead and.
You know what? That right there.
Y'all don't understand, man. This motherfucking Casey, he's soft-spoken, real succinct with his words.
Yep.
He real quick,
short.
I like his shit.
My art teacher said it best.
Got me over here smiling.
Casey, kiss.
Kiss.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Just don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Casey smooth and motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I hope my future is your future. I swear to God,
like
that's some bar talk. That's some bar
That's
talk
some
right
boss
there.
ass shit right
That's
there.
some bar talk. That's some bar talk.
No, you know what? Yeah, it is some boss shit.
He's smooth like Ruby Martin.
Smooth like a motherfucker, man. Y'all don't understand what y'all hear, man. I'm taking that. I'm corporate. Well, I'm married. I'm corporate my game. I don't think fuck that. I like that one, Casey. My future is your future.
Move it on, baby. Move it on.
Alright, so you know what? We'll go ahead and move it to sports, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, obviously.
Okay, Houston beat Golden State.
They did.
Oh! Looked like almost 30 points.
It was a blowout.
It was a blowout.
It was a blowout.
Yeah.
So
and all that Houston did was they made their jump shots.
Yeah.
That was all they did.
My
They
bad.
made their jump shots.
Yeah, but how
Let me
consistent can
get
that
you to the
be?
real point of it all, though.
Yeah.
Golden State had one job out here to do, right?
Take
Get
one. Take one.
That's all. They had one job to do.
They took that home court advantage back.
If Houston win at home, I expect that shit.
Yeah.
At home.
Houston wins the next game.
I expect it.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Now,
Not in Golden State.
I understand.
Not in Golden State.
Now,
Dubs up, baby.
Not in Golden
Houston
State.
goes to Golden State do the same thing they did, then we can talk.
Yeah, then we can have a conversation.
What I
for
saw
real.
tonight
Was
here's what I saw tonight.
No
I
play.
saw Chris Paul
right.
look at Stephen Curry
Uh-huh.
and say, "You're a bitch," to
Okay.
his face on the court.
Okay.
Twice.
All right,
What
but
does
Curry
that mean?
twice.
Right.
Curry had already did his job.
What I saw, what
Curry
I
had
saw
already
was
did
Steph
his
Curry
job.
looked at his face after
Curry
he heard
got
that
two
was
rings.
like, oh, maybe so.
Wait,
But I'm a bitch who did his job.
Curry got 2 rings. Paul got none.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Paul
He
ain't
did his
never been
job.
here before.
Paul,
Look,
but
this-
that's
he
the
never
point.
had to
That's
peek
my
at his
point,
job.
though.
He got
Steph Curry
he
did his
called me
job.
bitch all
I
he
went
want.
there,
Hey.
took one,
That
and
nigga
I'm
was
going
on
home,
shoot.
Hey.
and I'm gonna win
got
all
his
2
own
at my
shoot.
house.
Check this out. Chris Paul had about 5 points, 5 assists.
Yeah, he
He was
does.
doing them by 30.
That's
Harden, how many?
Look, this
Okay.
is this
How
is
many
what
Harden had?
That's a job he's doing.
How many Harden
That's
had?
a job.
this is what champions
How many
do.
Harden had? How many
This is
Harden
what
had?
champions
Steph Curry did
do,
his job.
and this is what contenders do. Champions pace themselves.
Yeah, for the long haul. So
For
that
the
brings
long
us to
haul.
LeBron. That brings us to LeBron.
Oh, no.
We ain't got there yet. Let's
Yeah.
let's
Oh,
finish.
no.
This is a 3-game. You want to go to LeBron?
No, hold on. Wait.
Are the
This
next
is-
3 games in Cleveland?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Hold on. No.
It's 2-2.
Hold on. We're not.
That's
Hold
the
on.
All right. No, so it's only 2 games.
Format.
No, hold on. Before we move forward with the East, let's get to the West. You brought it up, Bruce. This is the West.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The reason why Houston will win the series is one player. No.
Hey,
Okay.
stop
one
pipe
player,
dreaming.
one starter.
You know that song,
Hold on.
Pipe
Hear
Dream?
me out, y'all. You can put it on the record. One starter, Clint Capella, and one bench player, Joe Jackson.
What about him? Joe Jackson.
They will become
Who the
back.
fuck
Joe
is Joe
Johnson.
Jackson?
He's not
Joe
even
Johnson.
playing.
Who the fuck is Joe Jackson?
Joe Johnson.
And secondly, who the fuck is Joe Johnson? If you get that 50-year-old motherfucker out of here, right?
He's on the roster.
He's not playing
Hey,
nothing.
Joe Johnson.
He's
He's
on
on
the
the bench.
bench
He ain't doing
Twitter.
shit.
Joe Johnson is
hasn't. No.
Joe Johnson is on the bench.
No.
He's on the bench. He hasn't played.
No
He
PT.
has not touched the
No
playoffs.
PT.
He's getting AARP
He
on the
has
no
NBA
PT.
bench.
No
Sit your
PT.
old ass dad. What is he doing?
He has not
Joe
done shit since Utah.
You know what?
Since Utah.
He didn't tell Joe.
Since
Hey,
Utah.
Okay,
Joe Johnson played his prime.
and Green.
Old as hell.
And Green. Gerald Green.
Joe.
He can get his, but it don't mean nothing.
He's doing his
Let
thing.
me
Don't be
Man,
hold on.
if you don't,
They're not gonna-
so you try to tell me
they're not gonna win the
Chris
series.
Brown of the Houston Rockets go out here and kill Golden State Warriors. He gonna help kill
Hey,
Durant, Thompson, Curry, and then Draymond
Draymond.
Green, and then whoever the fuck else want to be the fifth player.
Yeah.
Never.
I'm not believing in James Harden, Chris
What
Paul,
else did you
and
see?
Chris Brown.
What else did you see in this 30-point run today? Because it wasn't
That's
like
like Houston did what the fuck they were supposed to
hold
do.
on a sec. Hold on a sec. It
Houston
wasn't
did
like
what
it wasn't like
Houston
Golden State
did what they were
wanted to get
supposed to
beat
do.
first, and they wanted to get beat by 30. They didn't
Well,
want
they
to
wanted
get
to lose by
They didn't want to
30,
beat by 30.
but they wanted to come in
They didn't
and
wanna
steal
lose.
a game.
by the
They
way,
wanted to get
They
lose.
wanted to steal a game at Houston's home.
They did that.
Mission.
All right, so
That's
the
the
mission
wanna lose
accomplished.
this
That's the mission.
Mission
One
accomplished.
game.
I'm full.
Listen, man.
they lost by 25.
Nah,
They lost by 25 points.
so
Okay.
what?
All right,
So we go back home, we play two.
So
we go back home, we win two.
First
and
off,
then the series is 3-1.
The infamous Golden State third quarter was non-existent.
We going back.
Yeah,
First of all, I'm not a
no.
Golden State fan, but I'm
North-
saying
I don't
as a
like
basketball
it.
player,
They on the
I don't like
road.
I'm not a
They on the
Golden
road.
State fan. I want you to understand that.
We
Right,
like
and
it.
I'm
I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan.
Lakers, baby.
Thank you, Lakers.
LJ,
But
don't
to talk about
bang.
basketball, I'm gonna tell you this. Golden State is gonna go back to the house, win their two, make
Yeah.
the series 3-1,
3-1.
and that's it.
No. They might.
Golden State.
They
Houston
might. No.
If
Golden
Houston
State might
will
win that one
lose
at home.
This series
If
in
Houston
Golden
beats
State.
Golden State at the house, then
No. Hear what I'm saying.
No.
I agree with you. They're gonna go back and win the two.
Golden State
Houston
will lose
might
the
come
series
back
in Golden
home
State.
and make it one,
And make it 4-2.
3-2.
It'll be
Make it
4-2.
3-2.
Golden
No,
State
you win
will
one
lose
on
the
one.
series
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Golden
yeah.
State.
So then Golden State
Game
goes
6.
back home and ends it at
They're gonna go
home
game 6.
4-2.
So they're
Golden
gonna go
State
game
will
6.
lose
Yeah.
the series in Golden State, and the Celtics will walk away with the ring.
Get the fuck
Boy.
out of here.
Wait a minute.
Right
You
here.
Hold on.
smoking Boston,
Man.
What you
What
putting
weed
in
are you
this
smoking? Like,
What you putting in this blunt?
Yeah,
Get out
what
of
you-
here, man.
Fuck out of here with that
Golden
dope.
State will lose to Golden State.
Fuck out of here.
Hold on, wait.
The Celtics
One at a
will-
time. One at a time.
So you're
Hold
saying
on. One at a time. One at a time.
So you're
Go
saying
on.
it's gonna be Golden State and Houston? I mean Golden State and Boston in the finals?
It's going to be Houston and Boston in the final.
Oh shit.
That's a prediction, right?
You already fucked up there.
Hold on. That's a prediction, right?
That's it.
And you're saying
And
Boston's
Boston's
gonna
gonna
win.
win
In
the
how many
championship.
games?
7.
Wow.
All right. Go.
They don't have the. Do they? Would they have home court?
Give me your eight.
Well, it really doesn't matter. They not.
I say Golden State game 6
In the West.
in the West. That's what we talk about the West. So we haven't got
Yeah,
the East, so
he
just in the West.
got the East already.
Yeah.
And he's hard.
Hey, I'm putting my
He's
name
from
behind
the
it.
East.
Putting my name behind it too.
That's fine. That's fine.
I am
So I'll start a whole sports
Hey.
website since that sports
Yeah.
betting
I
shit is
am
now in play.
That's
Right, right.
Is that Cleveland on your shirt?
Nah, that's a whole
No, you
load.
got
Yeah, that's a whole center.
But I saw it earlier. No,
Alright,
I'm saying in
No,
the West,
Cleveland.
we're talking about this later. In the West, Golden State game 6.
All right. Go. That's, yeah.
I agree.
West.
Okay.
Only West.
Bruce's prediction that.
Dubs.
So Houston's gonna win in how many games?
6.
Okay.
They're gonna win in
Okay.
Golden State.
Okay.
Houston will close it in Golden State.
Okay.
James
Okay.
Harden will
Okay.
look
Wait a
Kevin
minute.
Durant in his face and walk off the court with the
They
with
can't
the
even
rest
stop.
of
He
Why-
couldn't
wait,
even do it
wait, wait,
today.
Why?
Don't
Wait.
worry about it.
Hold on. Did you see what?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you know what? I
Why?
gotta
Why?
say-
Why look Kevin Durant in his face? Kevin Durant is the one fucking
their
balling.
teammates.
All teammates, they could have done it together in the first place if they stuck together.
Well, that's
Harden left.
Okay, so that's what Durant will be doing
Harden left.
to Harden. Okay.
Wait,
I know.
That's
but
what
I'm saying
Harden will be
it
doing.
was about money.
Wait, first of all,
Harden
Wait,
no, let's move to the East.
Oh, yeah,
His arm around
I mean, I
Chris
wouldn't
Paul,
either, though.
calling all of them bitches.
Okay, so we're gonna move on.
Oh, you know
We're
what?
gonna move on from the West.
All right, this is
and
what
we're
we
gonna go to the East, and we're gonna start with him because he's from the East.
will see.
Chris Paul a bitch.
East.
Right.
Well,
Hey,
yes, in the finals,
Bruce.
he will end up being.
This is his
Bruce,
first time
call
in
the
the
He will
East.
end
out
up
of
being.
13 years.
He will end up
This is
being.
first time on
He
this
will
stage.
end up being the bitch of those Boston guards. Yes.
we moving
He
past.
will be. He end up being the bitch
We
of the
moving
Boston
to the
guards.
East. Bruce.
That's because you're from the
Bruce.
East, huh?
Start us off on the East.
What
Eastern
about the
Conference. Eastern
You
Conference.
already spoke.
I love LeBron James. I wish he could win this fucking series, but
Not gonna
Tyronn
happen.
Lue is a fucking idiot, and he won't start young legs to run up against the young legs of the opposing team and tire them out before he brings his veterans into play. Hence, they will lose the series.
What game?
Wait, what young
game?
legs?
What game?
What young legs?
What young legs?
Clarkson.
Hold on.
Clarkson,
Hood.
Osmond, Nance,
Hood.
and Hood.
Hood was a little bitch. He didn't want to go in.
They will
He didn't
run.
want to go
Not
in.
in this series.
No.
That was last series. That was last series.
hold on.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, let's address.
Okay.
Hood decided he didn't want to play in Toronto.
The blow.
So wait,
Close out
whose fault
games.
is that?
Hold on, no.
Whose
Okay.
fault is that?
No, that was
The
his
blowout.
attitude problem. He didn't want to get with LeBron's program and your ass coming off the bench.
So okay, no.
No, check it out.
It
What
was
did Hood
what?
say?
It was trash time.
After
It was garbage
LeBron,
time.
after LeBron routed and closed that thing in Toronto,
garbage time.
Hood said, "I'll do whatever y'all want," and came back out. And then in the next series, he's very efficient.
He's absolutely
Hood is a
right.
piece.
He's
Hood is a
absolutely
piece
right.
that can be played.
Yes,
The
sir.
problem is that the other team Boston is prepared to defend the veterans. They are not prepared to defend them young boys because they ain't watching tape
What
on
I
them
said
young
in that
boys.
podcast.
I
totally
And them
disagree.
young
agree with
boys, they don't know
They're
nothing.
not afraid.
but
I disagree.
run.
I disagree. I
Even
disagree.
if they agree all you want, but
They're gonna
until
they're
Tiger
gonna get
actually
tired.
does it,
Hold
Until he
on.
You won't
Let him
you won't
go
see
down.
what I'm saying. But that's
You
all
the
he's
one
got to do.
talking, then you gonna
All
tell
he's
me
got
to
to
hold
do is
on
tire
when
out
I'm
the
talking.
He's got to basically tire out Boston. He's got to get them on their heels. He has to make them run both sides of the floor for a half. And he's got to do it with LeBron and a bunch of young dudes. If he does that, then when he comes in the second half with the veterans, now they can play their style of play.
It's a more faster pace of game.
And it's even. And then when he
That's what
brings
he's
them
saying.
young boys back, they're Boston's outmatched then.
Okay, so Boston wins in how many games?
Boston wins in 6 games,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Fuck.
Damn.
If not, it might be 5. But it might be a gentleman's.
And
sweep.
I'm a Celtics fan, but I just love what LeBron has done this year.
You got
You
You got the East. What you got on the East?
Yeah, being a Lakers fan, I can say
Don't
fuck
give
the
a damn.
Celtics, man.
Thank you.
Right.
But them young boys look good,
Yeah,
though.
Till you
I-
get that 18, you know.
They look good,
Till
though.
you get to 18.
nah.
No, it's
I just-
17.
Till you get up on your tippy
It's
toes.
17.
Is that what you have to match?
I don't.
Yeah.
I thought we had 18.
We're at 16. You're at 17.
Oh, okay. Well, when
Yeah.
you get up to that level?
Yeah.
let's
Hey
see.
man,
Yeah.
fuck that. You
We
won like
going
you won-
18 this year.
Let's be honest though, you won like 11 in 1950.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
and 8
None of us was born. None of us saw that shit.
And ain't
None of us, nobody who alive
And ain't
remember
no-
that shit.
and ain't no-
You gotta watch that shit like real. This shit look like Laurel and Harley
Okay,
film.
but what we are known for
Shit
is
all
closing
small.
down
Alright,
the
so
Lakers.
look,
guys.
it's my turn to talk about
Shut
sports.
down Lakers.
My
now.
turn.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So then,
Eastern Conference.
I just feel
Bruce Ivey.
overall, whatever I think Toronto, I think they go whatever make the adjustments that they need to make per game. I don't see LeBron getting put out in game 5, game 4. I just don't see the refs letting that shit happen.
Right.
I don't see the NBA letting that shit
Right.
happen.
Yeah.
LeBron is gonna go to game 7 with Boston because why? That's what brings in the
So
money.
who's gonna win though in the end?
LeBron. No one wants to see
We said
fucking
that
Golden
NBA
State
would do that.
against
Boston.
Rozier,
Right.
Al Horford,
Right.
and who the fuck, Jalen Brown,
Who the fuck ever.
and
And Gary
Jason
Tatum.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a good bunch, but
Yeah.
I don't want to see that shit against the Golden State Warriors, bro.
That's why you'll see him against Houston.
That's why. Fuck, I don't want to see Houston against them motherfuckers.
You saw that
I wanna
already.
see
You saw that already in
LeBron
DC.
Red
again.
and green is gonna
I
be
wanna
just
see
like
You saw
LeBron,
that in
my
DC,
nigga.
he got swept.
I want to see LeBron.
It's beginning to look a lot like Chris.
Like in the fight, like in the old school, we all old. Like I didn't want to see Patrick Ewing. I wanted to see Michael Jordan in the finals.
Well, you saw the best.
I didn't want to see Elijah Warren. I want to see these motherfuckers in the finals.
You saw the best player in the league.
And I saw this
Who's
shit.
the best player in the league this year?
LeBron is motherfucking the best player in the fucking league.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the game
Since
now.
Kobe's gone.
Kobe's
Yeah.
gone.
Yep.
Who's the MVP?
Hey, man,
Harden.
first of all, you gotta put shit in
Harden.
perspective. James Harden is having the best season.
Yep.
Who's the best?
Who's
player?
the best player? Fucking
Who's
LeBron,
the
man.
MVP this season?
Fucking yeah,
James
most
Harden
valuable
is
player
gonna-
for the motherfucking team.
James Harden is gonna get voted
Most
MVP.
valuable player for the team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When it comes to value of player per team,
Is there anybody
James
more
Harden
valuable
is the
than
best.
LeBron
What?
to a team?
Dude.
Nobody more valuable to a team than
Are
LeBron.
you crazy?
What?
Right, listen.
There's somebody
You're
more
right.
valuable to a
James
team.
Nobody.
Harden.
Go wait. James
I mean, I
Harden
get his
to
point.
his
I get his
team.
point. He has a
To his
point.
team.
Right, to what
He has a point.
Yeah.
He's
So I'm
taking
saying
what I'm
right
saying and making whatever his
argument.
Yes.
No,
Circle
what
of
I'm saying
debate.
in the
Circle
rest
of
of the
debate.
Right. The best player, by far, by athletic ability, is LeBron James.
Yes.
Now,
Hands
James
down.
Harden is MVP because he is having the best season of the NBA season this year.
And you gotta remember, it's the fucking who's it that votes? The
Coaches.
Now, overall, per team, per overall.
All right, so we shouldn't
per
even be.
overall
So based on
product.
that, based on what you're saying, we should never be talking about Golden State.
for what?
Yes, we should be talking about Golden State.
They're not
But-
even in the conversation.
but the
We're
thing
talking
about
we're talking about the best right now. We ain't
But the
mentioning
thing
Golden
about
State.
Golden State, when you want to say
They're a
as
better
MVP,
team than
when you say
any
MVP
team out
of the
there,
NBA,
though.
they team, you can't really call their
They're a
player on the
team.
team. They're a team. They're not a. They're a
Celtics.
unit.
So
What about the fucking Celtics?
they're a unit.
What the f-
They're a motherfucking unit.
They're
They're a fucking
They're
unit.
Playing as a
they're
unit.
playing beyond what
No.
people believe.
Yeah.
They are a fucking
They're
unit.
playing beyond what
And can
people
you do
they
that?
lose to
not
Golden
being
State,
a unit? Can you do that? Not being a unit.
You know what? I would
They
say
won't beat
I
the
would say I
Warriors.
give credit to
Yeah, they
all
wouldn't
Brad
beat the
Stevens.
Warriors.
Brad Stevens.
I would give credit to all
Great
Brad
coach.
Stevens
And
for
not
putting that
everybody
bullshit
else.
together
Not
and
Great
making it
coach.
happen and being a great coach and making that team
Fuck
a
that
fucking
Yankees.
team
And making
without the
them
two
the
best
NBA
players.
champions of 2018.
Nobody want to see them to the champion. The
They're
shit
gonna
not
win
about to
the ring.
happen.
Boston Celtics are not gonna
They're
win
gonna win it.
Fuck
the
out of here,
NBA
man.
championship.
It's sad.
Again,
It's sad.
you from
That's
the
what
East
makes
Coast.
it. But that's what
You
makes
like-
it sad.
you from the American Village area.
That team
New
concept.
York, Rhode Island, New Jersey, you know like villages.
Yeah.
We got real states over here.
Yeah, okay.
So you got this whole
Yeah.
mentality.
We
You
have
got this
basketball.
whole
Tell
coast
them,
thing.
tell them.
We had basketball. That's what
Oh,
basketball was
what?
doing over there.
Wait,
Right?
on
I
the
think
East.
You're right. I'll tell you why.
All right, so go
Because-
back to where you were.
Wait a minute.
Whatever you was doing
No.
before
Right.
you decided.
No,
to
no,
learn.
no.
You're right.
No.
I'm telling you what you were doing.
And you trying to
Right,
catch up.
you had to
but you
admit
won't
that
catch
shit
up
because
until
your ass
you
was in
see for
captivity
yourself.
based off your weather experiment, based off your weather climate. That's why your ass had to invent a sport.
No,
What we
no.
invent- What we was doing over here is enjoying life.
All right.
What you over here doing now?
First of all,
Enjoying life.
First of all,
So you had to make up a sport to
First
keep
of all-
your motherfucking ass from having whatever the syndrome is for being in captivity in winter for motherfucking months. So
Thank
you
you.
do a motherfucking
Thank you.
laundry
Thank you.
basket, a piece basket on the wall,
Thank
made this shit to a basket and made it to a game. I would give you much credit for that because it gave us much prominence in this country
What kind
and
of
what
game?
we do, and that's
That's
making
right.
money. So I give them credit for
right.
that and not knowing what it was going to produce in this country.
That's right.
I give that credit, but fuck you and the East Coast.
West.
West, baby.
West.
Hey,
Hey.
you are guest.
You are
guest.
also transplant
But
West
this the
Coast.
West,
nigga.
baby.
Don't
This the
play.
West.
Hey,
You
All
West.
I'm saying is,
You made from the East Coast.
I'm not happy about the fact
What?
that the two best players on the Boston Celtics are sitting on the bench.
Oh, you should be happy.
Don't- hey, nobody's happy about that.
That's why.
And they're gonna walk away
That's why you
with
guys
the
look
title.
good. That's why you guys look good.
That's
So
what's
next year, people want to see
So
that.
next year-
next year we want to see you guys go to the finals and play Golden State with that squad. With everybody healthy.
next year.
No one wants to see that shit now. I don't want to see Terry Rozier.
LeBron goes to
I don't want to
Philly,
see Al Horford.
and we'll start
I can
seeing
tell you.
Philly
I don't want
and
to see
whoever
that
else.
shit. I'd rather see Golden State play out motherfucking LeBron one more time, put his ass down for the throne, sit your old ass down, LeBron, and then wait for next year for
Kill that
the
goat.
new Celtics to come
Kill
through with their
that
two
goat
best players
conversation.
and watch this shit. And now watch the NBA with their two matchup. That's
Hey,
all I'm
and
saying.
with
That's
that
all
being
I'm
said,
saying.
that was completely solidified the killing of that bullshit GOAT conversation.
What's the GOAT cover?
No,
They want to try to say he's the greatest of all time.
Who's the greatest? of all
LeBron.
time? I'm not saying he's the greatest.
At
of
his
all time.
position,
He's too many
He's the
eras.
greatest I've ever seen.
I
No,
would- Yeah, I gotta put shit in perspective.
Who would you say is the greatest of all time?
If I had $100 and I saw a man with a basketball standing on the court and it was LeBron James, I don't care who it was, Jordan, anybody else, and they said, "Who you want to? Who put your money behind one-on-one?" I'm giving all
Bill
my
Russell,
money.
nigga.
You ain't stopping him.
What do you mean?
You ain't
He's the
stopping.
GOAT. And I'm a diehard Lakers fan.
Russell.
I'm a
Man,
diehard
you don't
Lakers
get your
fan.
ass out of here. This nigga played in Chuck Taylor's.
You missed
Get the
it.
fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Get the fuck
Exactly
out
that.
Hey, who
Exactly.
hit this shit? Who
You
the
just said it right
Get the
there.
fuck no.
He played in Chuck Taylor's.
I wish this
Fucking
nigga
imagine
would come
that
out the
shit.
Venice Beach or court with some Chucks on and some high socks.
Hey.
Nigga with some
Hey.
basketball shorts that look
Put me on camera on
like
this.
draws.
Hold on.
And tell me he gonna
Don't
whoop somebody's
listen.
ass on the court.
I'm gonna need him to check himself on that one.
Nah,
I got
fuck
a
Bill
homeboy named Big Ben, Beanie. That nigga played in some burgundy chucks and lit niggas up every day at
How old are
lunch. And the teachers at
How old are
lunch
you, nigga?
at Mount Vernon.
Tell that nigga, man.
That nigga
had-
50.
You have
He our age.
4 children's services, nigga.
Yeah,
Alright,
what
so
it was. Ronald
So
Reagan era.
look, we handled the East.
That was the Ronald
we
Reagan
handled
era.
the West.
We didn't handle it. We
Listen.
didn't handle it because it was just too much emotion and not enough intellect thinking about basketball.
Well, I was starting
Started
that
that
shit. I mean, everybody's
talk
going
about
off.
Started the bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. But you love Golden State, right? That's your pick
No.
out the West?
No, we
Who's your
Lakers,
pick out-
man.
I'm a Lakers fan.
Well, who's your pick
But
out
I
the
picked
West?
the Golden State Warriors to win the whole NBA
And why
Finals.
do you think?
Because I feel they
Why?
have the best team.
Is it the best players?
No,
Well,
just
shit,
said
collection-wise,
collectively,
yes.
Okay. And the system?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Would you agree that their system is similar to Boston's system?
Hell no.
No.
Oh
not
my
at all.
God.
Not at
Hell
all.
no.
Wait a minute.
This is a guy that plays basketball, so
I
I know
know
he
that.
knows basketball. Would you say that their system on the court is similar to Boston's system?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I'm going to answer it
Hold
this
on a
way.
sec.
I'm going to say the system is not the same, but I would say the philosophy of teamwork is what makes them similar in that way. The teamwork
Agreed.
philosophy.
Okay. Let's
Not
talk
the
about
motherfucking-
let's talk about the physical matchups in physical basketball. Do you feel that Boston has a physical edge over their guards?
I
Over
just-
Golden State's guards?
Over Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. You talk about Terry Rozier and Marcus Smart? No, Marcus Smart is 6'3".
You don't even
Klay
think.
Thompson is 6'7".
Okay.
Steph Curry is 6'2".
Yep.
Terry Rozier is probably 6'2". That's
Yep.
probably an even match.
Yep.
So that's for overall.
So you
No,
don't think they're physically? No.
Marcus Smart probably is strong.
Yes, he is.
He's strong.
He's strong.
Yes.
Okay.
But Klay Thompson is not a small, frail 6'7".
He's pretty strong. I saw him guard somebody.
But it's a
he-
physical
at
thing
one
that affects
point-
the shooter's shot.
At one point before Kevin Durant got there, Klay Thompson is considered one of the best two-way players in the NBA, offense and defense. Meaning he's not slight and built.
Okay.
So no, I don't think Boston has a motherfucking
Advantage. Do you
No.
think they have the disadvantage?
Physically.
I think it's an even squash.
Okay. Do you think Jason Tatum can guard Kevin Durant?
Hell
Hell
no.
Do you think
Hell fucking no.
Kevin Durant can guard Jason Tatum?
Hell yes.
Yes.
Really?
No problem.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you think
I believe Jason Tatum
let me
will
put it
have
this
his
way.
spurts
Do you
because
think
he is a
Jason
great
Tatum
offensive
can
talent.
put 20 on Kevin Durant every
No.
night?
No.
For the whole NBA Final Series?
No.
Every night.
No.
No. Hell no.
Less
Nope.
than 20.
Not for a whole
The
NBA
East-
game 7
I don't
series? No.
Not
Can he
for
have
sure.
a
I
night
don't
where
care
he's
what you say.
spectacular? Yes,
Yes.
because he's a
No,
great
but the
offensive
point is
talent.
this.
But no, he cannot do
Hey,
that shit consistently.
the
Kevin
East-
Durant.
the East might
he
be
will
one
in
of
the
We're talking
future.
matchups. We're talking matchups.
Right.
Draymond Green, Morris.
Draymond.
Now Morris
Draymond.
is who's the better offensive player?
I say it will most likely be Draymond Green against Al Horford.
No. Morris, Draymond Green.
Who's gonna play? Because they have that. Draymond Green
Better.
Green plays center. Andre Iguodala plays
The four.
starts
Yep,
right
so he
now.
will be guarding.
So Draymond Green plays the center position.
Yeah.
Yes,
In the
he does.
Hampton
in the
5
five.
lineup, yeah. In the
But
Hampton
Draymond
5
Green
lineup.
guards
Whoever.
best power
He
forward.
guards whoever.
No, he guards a center.
He guards whoever.
He guards the down low.
But he can guard 1 through 5.
If
He guards whoever.
because the new NBA is the often switch and rotation. So Draymond Green has to often switch, but he starts off. He starts off as their center. So he's going to stick Al Horford.
1 through
To me,
5, though, he
honestly-
can guard anybody.
But he's going to switch between both of them though.
Who do you think would get the better?
I think Al Horford is a great player. I think he's
Who has the
Al
advantage?
Horford.
I hope
Okay.
because of height.
Marcus Morris, Morris.
Over Andre.
Yeah.
Okay, what they're gonna do is they're gonna put
I don't think
they're gonna put
Andre's
Kevin
gonna be there. I
Durant
think
on Marcus
Wiggins is
Morris
gonna
because he's a starter. They're gonna put Kevin Durant on Marcus Morris, and then put Andre Iguodala. He's a starter, and they're gonna put him on Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yep. See, and that's why.
That's what they're gonna do.
I think they're gonna put Morris on Draymond.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
just
they will.
might. That's
They-
actually what
But
the Golden State want to do.
Draymond is the fourth man
Right
No,
out.
I asked you based on the matchup who had the advantage.
Okay, so that's the matchup.
And you changed the matchup.
Overall,
Because dude,
Green is a
That's the way the matchup
better
is.
player.
No.
because
No, I told you what my
because
matchup
the
is.
previous matchup.
This is my
you
matchup.
said- You
No,
said
no.
the previous matchup is.
Hold
You
on
said
a
it's
second.
Tatum.
This guy, Draymond, plays the center.
You
so what
said
are talking
that-
about?
you said
so I
Tatum-
okay, well now we covered every
You
position.
put the
except
matchup
for-
between Tatum and Durant. You did that.
Right.
You did that.
Absolutely. Both
Okay, so
6'11".
I'm saying
Both
that
6'11".
Andre
Of course
is going
that's the matchup.
listen. I'm saying the matchup is Andre's going to stick Jason Tatum, and I'm saying that Kevin Durant is going to stick Marcus Morris, and I'm saying that Draymond Green is going to stick Al Horford.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
And I'm saying that Morris is going to split Draymond Green, and that Jason Tatum is going to guard Kevin Durant all game.
That's a different match. That's Boston's matchup.
Yeah,
I'm going from,
yeah.
So, for per Boston view, that may make sense.
Yeah,
But what I'm
okay,
saying
makes sense.
for Golden State
All right,
point of view,
look.
because you asked who I said was going to win it all. Was
I
Golden State.
got to reel this sports segment in. It's been passionate. It's been fun, and we got to move this podcast along, man. We got top 5, and I trusted my man Bruce right here, on this top 5, and he kind of said that the podcast.
You said it's what time?
It's what?
What? Top 5.
5. Yeah, man, it's the top 5 segment, you know what I'm saying, which usually relates to the main topic, which was past, present, and future, 6 degrees of separation. And like I said, I trusted my man Bruce, who said that the podcast and the feel of it would kind of dictate the top 5. So based on that, here we are. We live. This is the podcast. We're worldwide.
Top 5.
YouTube channel, Black Brown Movement 88. Black Brown Movement 88. Leave your comments.
You know what the 88 stands for?
And
Black and brown.
and
coincidentally, there are 5 people in the room right now.
Absolutely.
The podcast did not begin with 5, but there are currently 5.
Absolutely.
So here are the top 5.
Okay. So where we at? What are we looking at for top 5?
For me, for the future, the one thing I'm looking at is the unification of more people, man.
Now, we usually start the top 5 with either going 5 to 1, or you can go 1
Your
to 5.
list of 5.
No. I'm not giving a list. I'm just saying as the one of the 5 in the room, this is the one thing I see that's going to happen. Just the sign of the times is a matter of the pressure that's being put on the people.
So what,
They have to talk.
as far as
They have
top
to have conversations.
as far as top
and things
5
are gonna come
goes,
together.
would that be your number 1? Unification?
Yeah, things have to come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
they gotta
So
come
we'll call
together.
that number 1. So
Yeah.
go number 2.
Acceptance.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I might like it, I might not like it, but
Right.
it is the fucking way it is.
Okay.
Word.
Whether that shit is capitalism or whether it is that the president is a dirtbag.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So
You
we're
gotta
going
accept
top
it.
5, folks. We with Bruce Band right now, starting with him.
Master Bruce.
He's going 1 to 5. Number 1 is unification. Number 2 is acceptance. What's number 3?
Peace.
Peace.
Whatever you gotta do to have it.
Okay.
That's what you need.
Okay.
Keep your focus. You can't have focus without peace.
Right.
Right? Because peace, the lack of peace is the definition of a distraction.
Absolutely. Okay.
Find
Number
your
3.
peace.
Number 3 is peace. Number 4,
Purpose.
purpose.
Purpose gives you peace. Do the thing that you like to do, the thing that you want to do, the thing you always are happy doing.
So your
And
top
you'll stay happy.
Your top 5 is interrelated in kind of which ties into the topic of past, present, future, and 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
So we got number 1 as unification. We got number 2 as acceptance. We got number 3 as peace. And number 4 was purpose.
Purpose.
Here's your 5, rounding it out, your top 5.
Thankfulness.
Thankfulness.
Thankfulness. I think if you find a reason to be happy or a reason to appreciate anything, you'll start to appreciate everything.
Okay. Love it. We started off with Bruce Bannon. He just named off his top 5.
Thanks. Put a selfie on that.
Hey, that's what's up.
And a ball.
Alright.
That Snapchat one.
Dell,
The Snapchat with the nose.
you gonna freestyle your top 5? What you
I'm a freestyle my top 5 and top of the
You gonna start with 5 to 1 or 1 to 5? How you want to do it?
I'm gonna go 1 to 5.
Okay,
Man.
okay.
Bruce hit me all with all the. He took all the good words. and
Right.
shit. I'll hit you with some other shit.
Okay.
Informed choice.
Okay.
Educated
choice.
Informed choice. Be informed before you make a choice. Get your information up. Get your knowledge up, man.
Yeah.
Know what kind of choice you're making. Informed choice.
Right. That's number 1. Informed choice. Folks.
Informed choice. Once you get that, man, I feel you attain some happiness.
Right. Is that your number 2?
Yeah, happiness.
Happiness. Number 2.
No, and then maintain your happiness.
Maintain. Number 3.
Number 3 is maintain.
Maintain.
Sustain and maintain, man. Make sure you keep that. You keep whatever you got going. If you do, progress. Develop yourself. Evolve. Go take it to a next level. You accomplish that, and I move to the next one now. It's all about steps. And then too, man, just after all that shit, enjoy.
Number
Just
5,
enjoy.
folks. Number 5.
Enjoy the
for
fruits
Dell.
of your labors, man.
Yeah.
Like that's sometimes that's what you work for.
Right.
Enjoy the fruits of your labors, and,
Right.
and I'm gonna hit you with a side one. Man, spoil your motherfucking self.
Treat yourself.
Don't cheat yourself.
Treat yourself.
That's
Don't
what
cheat
enjoy
yourself.
is, man. You
Yeah.
gotta enjoy life, man. This
Yeah.
shit's short.
That's what's up, man. We got this top 5 on a freestyle tip. I'm loving this shit. This is something new, a new concept. We already got Bruce Bannon in his top 5. We got Dell in his. Who's next, man? Who's ready? We got Casey.
I'll step in, yes. Go ahead and just say, you only need 1.
Okay.
I'll say it in 1. Just remember, it doesn't matter what number you fucking are. Your opinion matters. And go ahead and speak up.
Word.
Wow.
Love
Okay.
it.
Word.
So
Love it.
combining a top 5 all into one, Mr. Casey over here just made Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast history right now.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking
5
mind
wrapped
blown.
in 1.
Hey, I'm mind blown right now, but hey, that's what's up.
He said, use your fucking voice.
That's
Don't
what it
be
is.
silent.
That's what it is.
Speak the fuck up.
Fucking crazy.
Or use your hands.
Word.
Hands or voice, hands, head, soul. Yeah.
Be
Okay,
active.
I'm with that. I'm with all that. Mad Verbals, Mad Scientist. Oh no, you always go last. My bad. Devious, you ready? You want to pass it to me? I'm fucking over here on like Starstruck and shit. Like,
Yeah, Casey.
these fools just
guilty.
fucked me the fuck up.
All of them had great ones.
So top 5. You know what? I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna go 5 to 1. I'm gonna go 5 to 1. I'm gonna start with patience. Patience. I think a lot of us don't have patience to deal with our own peoples and deal with a lot of things out here in this world, in this life. But patience, as they say, is a virtue. So I'm gonna go with that as number 5. I'm gonna go number 4 is tolerance. Have tolerance for, first of all, for yourself. If you're not tolerant of those flaws that you have, those glitches that you have within yourself, you obviously can't deal with those flaws and or glitches of other people. Tolerance. Number 3, I'm gonna go with kind of piggybacking off of my man Dell, and I feel this way too in maintaining. You have to maintain the status quo in regards to where you've gotten. You can't fall back because you can't progress if you can't maintain the success that you've gotten to that point. So I'm gonna go with that maintain concept at number 3. Number 2, I'm gonna go with love. And love, to a lot might be number 1, but I'm gonna give you my number 1 in just a second. The thing about love is you obviously gotta love yourself first and foremost. If you don't love yourself, how can you love anybody else? And then if you love yourself and you start to explore that realm of love, and I'm not talking about love between a boy and girl. I'm just saying the word in general, love, that positive vibration, you know what I'm saying? spread it out there. That's what's gonna make this world a better place. And I'm gonna end it off with my number one, and this is my mantra to life, and it's balance. To me, balance is the key to life. I take all my top 5 and do my best to balance them all out. I do my best to balance good and evil. I do my best to balance night and day. I do my best to deal with my brother and balance our yin and yang. And I do my best in this movement of the black and brown to balance those concepts out and focus on the similarities versus the differences. That's my number one, balance. Balance is the key to life.
All right, well, I really appreciate that. These top 5, I'm gonna go ahead and make it quick. I'm gonna, yeah.
That'll be a first.
I want to make it real quick as possible. The first one is obviously gonna be. That's number 1 to 5. Number 1 will always be respect. Respect is why, because you want to respect. You want to respect your peers, respect your heritage, your culture, and where you came out of, where you come from. Doesn't matter what kind of type of culture you come from. At the end of the day, you have to understand that, they came from that generation, and we're in this generation. Number 2 is actually the hustle. The hustle of it. The hustle of our heritage, the same thing. Likewise, how Casey kind of want to put it in one word, how he did. But I'm putting it into details. It's likewise because all of our cultures sacrifice what they had to sacrifice to survive what we have to do. And the loyalty, that's number 3. The loyalty of it. That's the loyalty of the hustleness and that respect from 1 to 3 where we're at. Because they learn the respect from their traditional families. They learn the hustle of what it is from the family. And they learn the loyalty of what they got from the family. And number 4 will be, number 4, I would actually say would be, how they'll say it, treat yourself. Treat yourself because you did all those 3 key words, and at the end you treat yourself. And you showed yourself to your peers, to your family ones, to overall and above. That you can do it. And you treated yourself right, and you're good. That's the number 4 one. The number 5 would be admiration. Admiration because best believe we all have chapters in our lives. We're all the same, but different chapters. But at the end is we want to leave an admiration and an inspiration to the world. But hey, you could be whatever you want. Doesn't matter about your waist size, your ethnicity. It doesn't matter. And none of that. What you believe in or not has nothing to do with religion. It's at the end that you get inspiration, admiration that you want to give. You want to set an example. Just like how it started from the beginning, and you want to start to the future. And that's how it should be worldwide, to the world.
I thought you said it's going to be quick.
To the
He's
world.
on his 5. He's on his 5.
To the world. To the world. To give that. Because that's what's needed. That's what's must. Instead of judging, instead of, oh, this is what you are, what you place of. No. It's about writing a chapter for people to read. Say, hey, I want to be that guy. I want to be that girl. I want to be that person. A 1 out of 5 will read it. You want to leave. Inspire the uninspired. That's the main key of this life. It's inspire the uninspired. Because we need that.
All right, folks. That's Devious right there. That's his top 5.
With that said, now I got to take back my FU to Paris Denard. Apologize there. But I just didn't like what you was talking about, so there's that.
Right. We'll revisit earlier in the episode. So we're going to end this off with Mr. Dank Wright, Mr. Mad Verbals, Mr. Mad Scientist, and let him spit his top 5. You know, usually ends it off in the podcast. And this podcast will be ending shortly thereafter. It's been fun, brothers. And I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, coming through. I appreciate all the insights. And, you know, but Mr. Mad Verbals, Mad Scientist, what you got for your top 5?
Forgiveness.
5 or 1?
Number 5.
Okay.
Number 4, inner peace.
Okay. Inner peace.
Number 3, be peace of mind.
So you got 4 inner peace. Number 3, peace of mind. Okay. I like the central theme of peace. Okay.
Number 2, be to go out and touch someone else's life.
Okay. So could you kind of correlate that to like some unselfishness?
Yeah. It's not about you. This life that you're living is not about you.
Yeah.
You think it is, but it's not.
So touch someone else's life.
Yeah. Go be a blessing to someone else.
Yeah. I feel that. What you gonna give the Big Bang Theory to?
Number 1, you know what my thing is? Smile. Be happy. Love life. You woke up today. That's the meaning of the joy of life. Appreciate it. Because somebody didn't wake up today.
Okay.
So love the life that you live. Live it fully.
Yeah.
Hip hop for the people, baby. Live fully.
Yep. Appreciation. I think we could sum that up in one word, but I like all the words you use, the whole concept. That's Mad Verbal's top 5 right there, baby, man.
So you know what? At the end of the day, all these topics that we're all speaking upon, ladies and gentlemen, is at the end of the day, is we're all giving of one simple type of word. Is we speak upon of that you hear about all worldwide. Is a movement.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's about a movement.
Yeah, because
all those different categories, everything all that we're describing of, and we're putting in details, is a movement that we all need within each other. We're describing it in details, but if we put it very,
one word
in one word,
to sum up everybody's top 5, because
it's a movement.
All of those concepts, all of those words that were used boil down to a movement. And speaking of which, we got our little brother rest in peace out there looking at us from above.
Both our little brothers.
Right? Enough one, but definitely Jeff one, who told us before he passed that
if you're not moving,
how can we call ourselves a movement if we're not moving? Right?
Exactly.
So I think we're gonna go on and end off this podcast right here with what we usually do right about this time.
But you know what? Before we end, we gotta go ahead and actually thank Master Bruce.
Yes, thank you,
Master Bruce. Hey,
Brother
once
Dell.
again, Brother Dell,
Brother
Casey.
Appreciate it.
Hey, I want you guys once again, let the world know where you guys to find you guys at, because they need to know about you guys. So you guys spread this movement. Let them know where to find you on your social media, anywhere,
websites, any way.
Explain it out there and let the world know where to find you. Dale, go ahead right now.
Shit, man, you got me. I got to pull up my phone. I forgot my IG name, man.
Oh man,
shit, I ain't worth following. But
come on, man, you're top 5 security in the world.
But
the world.
If you want to,
I like that.
No, it's not if you want to. You better do.
You can hit me at I'm a Classic Man on IG. KL.A.SIK_MAN.
You want them underscore in there.
Yeah, man. I'm a classic. I'm a
He's
classic.
a dot slash
Underscore.
Motherfucker. Okay, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
man.
He's a class that guy.
Hey, give up that Cherokee Rose and that Prevolution info.
and PrevolutionFilms.com.
Spell that out.
Revolution with a P. You thought about it before, now it's happening.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what it is.
You want to give
Mr.
out
Casey,
the email?
do you have any other words? Spell it out.
Oh yeah, if you
Put out
want to
the-
hit me, if anybody has questions, they want to hit me, BruceRob57 gmail.com. There you go.
BruceRob57 at Gmail.
All right. Mr. Casey, you want to go ahead and spread out your...
Last
Sure.
words.
I'll
Kind
give you
of
my,
last word.
that IG, yeah, sure. At KC Merrill.
Spell that Merrill for him. You know, something we got.
Just
some.
look for the love symbol.
Okay. Look for the
Nah.
love
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
with the flag in it. You know what I'm saying? Unifying one nation, like the Black and Brown Nation. What do we always do, man? Right about this time to end it off.
Now how we say it is, ladies and gentlemen, what is it? One love and one movement. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for joining this podcast.
Peace. One movement. Good night.
One
Bless
movement.
up.
Good night.
Rookie, appreciate you.
Oh.